Doctors can now prescribe a book to aid their patients, and York Explore hopes the books will signpost users to local healthcare services.
If somebody goes into their GP surgery and they've got mental health problems, dementia, young people with emotional problems, people living with long-term conditions, their doctor can give them a prescription that's prescribing books, and people can take the prescription to their local library and collect the books, borrow the books. And the purpose of today, we've invited lots of local health organisations that support people who are living with long-term health conditions. We've invited them to come along to let people know what they do.
The scheme is also supported by NHS groups.
I'm just really pleased to be supporting today's launch of Books on Prescription. I'm going to be encouraging local GPs to recommend these books to their patients because if they can get support from reading the books and learning more about their illnesses and their problems, that helps them need to go and see their GP a bit less. It might reduce their need for drugs. It just helps them understand their condition a bit better, which is obviously good for them themselves and good for the health service as a whole as well.
Local health groups were also in attendance at the launch.
The Books on Prescription covers dementia, so there's quite a lot of books on dementia that people can check out and go home and read, and there's books for carers or family members, so it's a really good thing to signpost people to if they want some more knowledge about dementia and how it can affect you.
Unfortunately, we don't have a book within the prescription. MND often isn't a long-term condition, although we often get lumped into long-term conditions. However, looking through some of the books that are on the scheme, particularly the books about caring for somebody with a long-term condition, we find increasingly that the demands of the symptoms of people with MND have an increased burden upon the carers, and I think particularly those books will really benefit people within a caring role for someone with MND.
Our organisation, we have members who have a lot of pain and things like that, different health conditions, so we can take the information back to them and then they can kind of come and take advantage of this opportunity to borrow some of the books.
Books on Prescription will help us because when we get residents from York ringing us with inquiries and things, if it's related to a particular condition or illness, we would be able to recommend to them that they use the Books on Prescription service, and events like this are really useful for us to meet other organisations as well.
In particular as well, the service that I work for helps a lot of people with dementia, and I've noticed that there are a lot of books, and particularly a book list on people with dementia and their carers. So I think when people call up about that, I can specifically recommend the books on that list as well.
People with long-term conditions can now benefit from the service, which also helps people with mental health issues, dementia, stress and bullying. Aaron Renfrey, That's TV.